Are you frustrated on how to market your soccer academy or club in your local region? Then stick around in this video because I'm going to reveal the top 3 marketing strategies that I've implemented to literally dozens of soccer academies to generate hundreds and hundreds of local parent leads in the region. My name is Rafael Jorge. I'm the founder of Soccer Leads. First of all, if you're stuck generating leads and properly marketing your soccer programs, just know that you're not alone, okay? I talk to literally dozens of soccer academies, clubs across the country every single week. And what I can tell you is that most of them are using the more outdated methods, right? Depending on word of mouth and referrals, handing out flyers. And that's kind of crazy to think about because if you think about every other industry, every other business industry, right? How many of them are still using those traditional marketing strategies to acquire a new customer? Just a few, right? Everyone has moved on to different mediums, to different strategies, but it feels like our industry is still stuck within the old methods, and that's exactly why I'm recording this video. My goal here in this video is to give you my top 3 marketing strategies that if you implement this week, you can see literally leads and parents reaching out to you as soon as next week. And that's how fast the digital landscape works because at the end of the day, the parents, right, your potential customers are already out there. They're already scrolling on Facebook. They're already scrolling on Instagram. They're already searching things on Google. You're the one who's not reaching them at the right place at the right time. So that's exactly why I'm recording this. And the marketing strategy number 1 is running Facebook and Instagram ads. You probably already heard of ads before, maybe even tried running in the past, but after literally spending hundreds of thousands of dollars this year alone with Facebook and Instagram ads for soccer academies, clubs, and private coaching businesses, I learned the small little details that make up for pretty much all of the results that you get from the ads, and that's what I'm going to share here with you right now. The first thing that you have to keep in mind is that if you're unwilling to invest in your own business and run paid ads on Facebook, Instagram, and even other social media channels, you will be left behind, right? Your soccer program is going to be left behind just because your direct and indirect competitors will be willing to make that investment. They will be willing to put that money in their own business and reach the parents in your region. What's going to happen is they're going to be funneling all of the attention that is already there to their business, and this is going to leave you behind with more unreliable and inconsistent lead sources like word of mouth, referrals, or walk-ins. And if you're really trying to grow and scale, you can't really rely on those things because you can't really control them, right? You can't control how many referrals you're getting next month. And that generates a lot of inconsistency in your lead generation that causes inconsistency in your sales, that causes that revenue roller coaster that your soccer academy might be going through now and then. Now, if you are running ads or you are willing to run ads for your soccer programs, the first thing you have to do is really budget. Okay, how much am I willing to spend to acquire a customer? Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what marketing is. You put your marketing dollars in an ad platform, in a marketing strategy, and you get customers from it. So just to give you a quick example here, let's say I put in $1,000 in ads on Facebook, for example, and I get 10 customers out of it. Well, my cost per acquisition will be $1,000 divided by 10 customers. That's $100 that I've paid for the ad platform to acquire each one of the customers. Now, depending on my price points, that might not be worth it, right? If a customer is worth less than $100 for my soccer academy, it wouldn't be worth for me to go and acquire a customer for $100 just because I would probably end up losing money because I still have the costs to actually fulfill the services, to pay the coaches, pay the facility, pay the rent. So you just have to be careful here and make sure that you have enough margins to go out there and acquire customers. And usually if you don't have that margin to actually go out and acquire customers, the ads are not the problem. It's more your pricing the problem. You have to be able to provide more value to your customers so they're worth more money to you. And a very common mistake that people make here, and I just wanted to point that out, is that you never look at, okay, how much a customer is worth to me. If you have like a membership model, like a subscription, you never want to think, oh, they pay me $100 a month or $150 a month. That's how much they're worth. No, you always want to look at the lifetime value of that customer, right? So if they pay you, for example, $100 a month, and you know that your average customer will stay with you for 6 months, well, you know that they're worth 6 months times $100. That's $600. And that's what you count. Because when you're marketing, you only pay to acquire a customer once, But if you have recurring revenue, you keep generating recurring revenue from that same customer that you acquired once, multiple times. So you always have to account how much your customer is worth to your business and not how much cash collected or how much your first transaction with that customer is going to be worth. Okay, once you figure that out, right? Once you figured how much you're willing to spend to acquire a customer, now you have to put in the right tactics to actually run your ads. A big mistake that I see plenty of soccer academies that are running their ads make is sending parents straight from an ad to like a registration page where, you know, people create accounts and register. I mean, this is just a huge mistake because when you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram, you're targeting cold audiences. Those are people that don't necessarily know you. They don't know your brand, your programs. They don't trust you yet. Why are you trying to get them to make a huge commitment, which is creating an account and paying for your soccer programs? That's not how it works. That's not how marketing works. This is like trying to propose to a girl in the first date, right? You never want to do something like that because you most likely will get a no. Every marketing strategy contains three main steps, right? You have top of funnel, which is your attraction, which is how do you reach parents? How do you reach your customers in the first place? How do they become aware of your brand, of what you do? Then you have your middle of the funnel, which is how do you nurture those leads? Because it's not that they see your ad that people are going to buy right away. Most people won't, right? They have questions. They want to talk to someone. They want to really understand the details. They want to do the research with other competitors. So you have a nurturing process. And then last, you have the bottom of the funnel, which is how do you actually convert those nurtured leads into paying customers? So you have to make sure that when you're running ads, you have a structured top, middle, and bottom of the funnel. So the best thing that you can do is for the top of the funnel is run the Facebook and the Instagram ads. And what I can tell right away is that your goal with those ads should just to generate a lead. So your call to action, your form on your website, or whatever you use to actually get that person to take the next step should only collect a name, email, phone number, and some other basic information that you would need from them. Because that's all you need at that stage, right? You don't need more information because what you're trying to get is someone to raise their hands. Hey, I saw your ad on Facebook. I saw your ad on Instagram. I got interested. Here's my name, email, phone number because I want to learn more about it. That's all your ads should be worrying about. Because once you generate a name, email, phone number, either way, most people would abandon your sales process, right? That's why it's called a funnel because you have a wide top and then it gets narrow when you go down. Now, once you do get that lead, once you do generate that name, email, phone number, you want to usually redirect them to the next step on your funnel, which is getting them to commit for a high converting event. Now, depending on how you structure your programs and how your sales process looks like, this high converting event might be a little different, but I haven't seen anything better than a free introduction class or a free trial class, a free evaluation class, where you give that parent, right, that family an opportunity to book some time to come into your facility, to come into your field and try it out for free. The best part about it is that also gives you the opportunity to have that one-on-one conversation with a prospect in person, which is the best case scenario to build trust and actually get them to convert, right? Now, depending on how you structure your sales process, that might be a phone call, that might be a Zoom consultation. It really depends, but you want to make sure that you're decreasing the barrier of entry for your business. You want to make sure that you have a process that there's no friction for someone to be able to get in touch with you. You're not asking them to create accounts. You're not asking them to give you payments right away. That's just not how it works, right? If you do that, can you still get results? Potentially, right? There's always going to be a small percentage in any given market, regardless of what you're selling, that are always ready to buy. But that percentage is super small. And that's the exact same percentage that all the other soccer academies, clubs, private coaching business, and indirect competitors are all going after. So my tip with your Facebook and Instagram ads is cast a larger net. Get more people to raise their hands and put their contact information. Send them to a high converting event where you're going to kind of like filter out the ones that are truly interested, the ones that are not truly interested, and take them to the next step. But in that process, you're not asking too much commitment with them. You're asking them to come in for a free class. You're asking them to hop in a phone call or in a Zoom call with you. Usually people are more likely to say yes to something like that because there's less friction as opposed to, hey, create your account and register right now with your credit card. And then marketing strategy number 2 is to use your platforms. You probably already have your Instagram page, you probably already have your Facebook business page, and you should be using that to post content to market your business. Now, different than the paid ads, the organic posting on your social media should be more for a middle of the funnel. It's not really to attract new people, but more to nurture people. And the reason for that is because the algorithm on social media platforms is global. So what I mean by that is when you post something on social media, you're more likely to reach most people that already follow you or within the environment of the people that already follow you. Now, can you post a video and go viral? Yes. But the problem with that is that since the algorithm is global, you'll be reaching everyone everywhere. And that's not necessarily what you want, because what's the purpose of having a video on your Instagram going viral if 99% of the people that are seeing that video are not even potential customers, which are parents within your region? So my tip here is to use your social media, your organic posts, to build trust, to show your values, to nurture the leads that are coming from your ads, that are coming from the other sources to you. They're being attracted in your top of funnel, and really show them that you guys are legit. Show them testimonials, show them social proof, reviews of other parents, transformational stories. And another tip that you can use here is also incentivize the parents, your customers, to use their social media to help you promote. So for example, during the trainings, during the classes, ask them to take pictures and tag you guys, repost that. That also shows a little bit of social proof, which is one of the elements that you will need in your marketing to build trust with new potential customers. And the marketing strategy number 3 is Google, right? Is your soccer academy, is your club findable? If I go on Google right now and I type in soccer academy in Tampa or in Houston or whatever you're located, are you gonna show up in the first page? And that's a big deal, because just so you have a little bit of perspective, the first link on Google gets 70% of all of the clicks from that page. So if you're not on top, guess what? No one's seeing you. And there's multiple different ways that you can get your academy on top. You can pay for it by running Google Ads, but you can also rank there organically. And usually for local businesses like your soccer academy or your club, it's easier for you to rank if you have, for example, a lot of reviews and a lot of positive reviews. So are you actively trying to get your customers to leave you reviews on Google? That will help you expose your academy on Google. That just because at the end of the day, Google's job is to give the searchers the best potential answer for their search, right? And if someone's searching soccer academy near me, soccer program near me, soccer club in your city, how does Google define what is the best result for their search? Well, Google's gonna look at, okay, what are the soccer academies that I have registered in my database in this determined city that have the highest number of reviews and the highest rating of reviews? That's how Google would determine if you would be a good result for a search or not. So if you're not actively trying to get new reviews and get your academy, your club ranked higher on Google, you're just not going to be findable. And guess what? The ones that are actually trying to do that, your competitors, your indirect competitors that are actually trying to do that, will always be higher ranking than you, and they will get most of the attention. So it goes back to the same problem that I pointed out before. So that's it, guys. So the main 3 marketing strategies that I highly recommend you to use are Facebook ads, using the right strategies, using your platforms to build trust, to nurture leads, show that you guys are legit, and leverage your Google listing. Make sure they're always showing up on top if someone's searching for you in your region. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure to subscribe and check out the other content. I post a bunch of free stuff just like this, just giving you guys some value on how to properly market and properly sell your soccer programs for your academy, club, or private coaching business. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.